show appreciation post, and this one from my childhood, and holy shit, it's a big one. You're expecting something because I'm a nerd, but no, this is one of the show that was generally crazy, and I grew up with that shit, right? So the show was called Malcolm in the Middle. So you might remember, for the people that remember Malcolm in the Middle, you remember it. When I think about Malcolm, I have so many good memories. It was one of the first show where I started breaking the wall. It was fun to have Malcolm talk to the camera. It was fun to see the dynamic because as a kid who grew up without having siblings, to see like a family with siblings, it was kind of dysfunctional. And by kind of, I mean very dysfunctional, right? I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. Because yeah, like I didn't have a family, I didn't have any siblings, and if I feel like Malcolm in the Middle, although it was chaotic, it was close to the truth. Like no family is perfect, and Malcolm family wasn't perfect. We had 3 kids. They were all like what did I prefer? Did I prefer Reese? That was kind of like a dummy, but a good guy, kind of a bully, but with justice, who had a logic, right? So, for example, there was this conversation about car insurance, and Reese like, if everybody have it, why do I need to have it? And he was right, He was a dummy who came up with some brilliant thing. We have Malcolm. Malcolm. He wanted to look like the smartest guy. He wanted to look like the coolest guy, but he wasn't. So it was kind of cool because we saw things through his perspective. We were supposed to root for Malcolm because he was talking to us and he was one of us. But at the end we realized that the younger brother was smarter. We realized that Reese was actually kind of cooler. We had Francis, who was the older brother who managed to be successful somehow, some way, right? Malcolm in the Middle was a show. It's crazy. As a grown up, one of my favorite shows on Netflix is Shameless. And Shameless, what is Shameless if not a hyperbolic version of Malcolm in the Middle, right? Because you see Malcolm in the Middle and you see dysfunctional family. You see Shameless, dysfunctional family. Okay, Shameless for more the sex. Malcolm didn't have that, but hey, you know what I mean, right? And also in Malcolm in the Middle, I gotta shout out to Hal, which was played by Bryan Cranston, right? I think I'm pronouncing it right. If you think about Bryan Cranston, you're thinking about Walter White, you think about Eisenberg, you're thinking about a super solid character, and that's, oh my god, it's such an amazing character. I feel bad because like I didn't connect with the mom per se, but she was more strict. She was stricter. She gave shit to the kids a lot more. So you weren't not really supposed to for her, but she was a better parent. Like looking back at it, right? Oh, one of my favorite episodes was when when one of the boys, he called the erotic line and they had to build, right? And he called them to say, hey, can we cancel that, right? And he didn't hung up the phone correctly, so the bill kept going on, and it was amazing. Or the fact that he teach his son to get roller skating, and it was such a serious business, right? I was a father we wanted. It was a father that was cool. It was a father that he was relaxed, right? Malcolm in the Middle was that. It was 3 kids, and what was cool is that no matter who you were going to relate to one of the kids more than others. You had a good father, you had a strict mother, because there needed to be a kind of like a balance, right? And yeah, that was Malcolm in the Middle.